Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Gonna do my makeup and show you before the finished look. The tragic passing or the suicide by of Sushant Rajput, which is a Bollywood actor, who suffered from depression and mental health issues for quite a few years, and tragically found in his apartment. Opens a lot of can of worms actually, and I think it's just very important. Although regardless of who watches my videos and stuff like that, it can we just need to have these conversations. It can't be a taboo. We can't just keep saying men, your issues are separate and we don't really care because you got a man up. We can't be doing that. It's something that's really close to my heart, and it's something I have spoken about on many occasions, and it is your mental health well-being. We shy away from it. We don't talk about it as people of colour, I guess, or people of culture, or I don't know, whether we're Asians or from the black community, we don't really talk about our mental health. It's like, oh, you're stupid something, or you're mad or something, like, buck up. If you're a man, it's harder, isn't it? Society teaches us men don't cry. Society teaches our men that stop being wusses, man up. Society teaches us you need to be strong, and you got a big world out there, and why you crying, and why you like, whatever. No. So the tragic news was it was a suicide today of a really good young actor. He's the same age as my niece that I've brought up, and I think it hit me really hard because we used to watch his TV shows with my mum for many years, and he was a poor child. He came from a poor community. He rose to fame. He was got all the recognition. He made films in Bollywood and so on and so forth. And today he was discovered, and it is sad because when somebody shared that with me, it was really, really sad because obviously they felt that, as a young man, to take his life, it's tragic. It's so tragic, and then when I spoke to somebody else about it, they was like, I have no sympathy because, they have everything, and it's all like, and I understand both aspects of it. I really do. But personally, I'm very much aware. I will work with children with, social, emotional, mental health issues, and I'm not saying that I'm well renowned and in my field, but because I have the same thing, I do have social, emotional, mental health issues, and I'm beginning to accept that, especially now in terms of my bereavement and everything, and that discovery and thing. And as women, you do, it's normal. It's classed as normal of having mental health issues. It's normal to have emotional issues and anxiety and stuff because you are classed as being someone who can't have dreams or ambitions, and you are someone who's don't even think about falling in love because you ain't gonna marry that person. You're gonna marry whomever I'm choosing you to marry. You can't think about yourself as a unit, as a single unit. You think about yourself as a daughter, as a wife, as a child, as a sister-in-law, as a brother-in-law, a sister-in-law, or a whatever-in-law, daughter-in-law, and all the other relations where you are a wider or a bigger part of a bigger unit, but not as one, as a single, as a person. You don't have much of an identity. And we talk about issues with women, and I mentioned that I was going to talk about things to do with men, and we don't talk about male rape, we don't talk about male suicide rates, we don't talk about men mental health issues, and the male population, our youth anyway, has the highest suicide rate. We hear about all these tragedies more and more. We don't hear. So maybe it's a taboo. Maybe it's, oh my God, you got beaten by your wife. If you suffer from domestic abuse, you're frowned upon, you're laughed at, you're mocked, and oh my God, you're not a man, are you? That sort of stuff. And I know a few people. I know a particular individual who, subhanallah, he's at that stage where when I heard this, that was a person that I just needed to hear, because you just don't know. You just don't know कि इस हंसी के पीछे क्या होता है. You don't know what's lying behind the smile, and what's lying behind this big brash character, and when you're someone who suffers from depression and whatever not, you identify those people. You can see that pain in somebody's eye. You can see in the depth of their souls, and you know, that person, how they are and how they carry. You can see. You can make, you know, some links. And so it was pretty tragic, and it's really tragic, and I think it hit home to a lot of things that we overlook. We are so complacent. We're so far beyond everything, thinking things don't matter. It matters. No, it matters. We need to reach out to people a lot more. We need to help wherever we can. And I mean, I'm not saying that I'm a therapist or anything like that, but I know I've touched a couple of people's hearts and their souls, actually, and I've helped them from the depth of their where they are, you know. And because I would like that for myself, you know. I would like someone to help me, because the argument is, right, so you're rich, you're famous, and you have everything, and then the other side, the flip side of the coin, you're poor, you have nothing. The poor sleep more peacefully because they've got nothing to lose. The rich have no peace because you've got security issues, you've got paparazzi, you've got, you know, this image that keeping up appearance is one of them, you know. What people are going to think, and, you know, my career, if I dip, or if I leave, or if I have a less... You have so much more of an issue, and because, you know, coupled with the fact that you're not allowed to speak about your issues because of the cultural constraints, I guess, you know, if you hold it in. And obviously the other case is that, you know, lockdown and those people who are suffering from mental health issues, or, you know, SEMH, you know, or domestic violence and stuff, or if you've got special educational needs and disabilities, you are suffering a lot more. We hear a lot of it in the paper, in the news, that these, you know, these groups of vulnerable people that we class as a vulnerable group are not actually recognised or not accounted for, or, you know, we're just not. I don't know whether we're just not making them visible or anything like that. We know that the rates of domestic violence has increased. We know that deaths from domestic violence has increased since this lockdown. We know that neglect has increased. We know that violence against children has increased. We know that. And it's actually quite tragic. And but do we know about people's mental health issues, the adults and their mental health issues? We don't. And ये बहुत tragedy है यार. मुझे तो बहुत अफसोस हुई है. I just, you know, it's tragic. And I think, yeah, कि हम अपने as adults, हम अपने गम बहुत अच्छी तरीके से छुपाते हैं, you know. कोई चेखता है, कोई हंसता है, कोई, you know, as social butterflies, as successful or whatever. आपका तो तुम्हें, मुझे तो कभी नहीं पता कि तुम्हारे आपको इतने issues हैं. Or those people who you know have issues, they're passive, they're submissive, you know. You can see their awkwardness, their social awkwardness, you know, and how timid they are. Those are easy to recognize, you know. वो जब खामोश वाले वगैरह, it's very easy to recognize. जब मुझे लोग कहते हैं ना कि माशाल्लाह, you know, आप तो हर वक्त हंसते रहते हो यार, मुझे नहीं पता होगा आपकी ज़िंदगी में इतनी ट्रेजेडीज़ हैं. हर एक इंसान में ना, हर इंसान, चाहे वो कहाँ से हो, it doesn't matter about your status, it doesn't matter your level of income, it doesn't matter your hierarchy in society, in your job place, and it doesn't matter about your skin color and your religion. It really doesn't. You know, we don't know what aspect of our childhood, perhaps, because it is nature versus nurture argument, isn't it, as well? You know, we don't know what aspect of it that has made us more sensitive to I don't know, people's perception of us or life. We don't know. And we'll never know. We'll never know the inside of the person's mind. You know, I'm having this conversation with one of my colleagues at the moment. And, you know, and no matter how much I say, you know, stop speaking like that. You know, don't wish upon death. Death is horrid. It's painful. It's finite. It's tragic. When you do things for your own self and self-satisfaction, which is what my argument is, you do not seek the approval of others. I think whatever you do in order to seek the approval of others and you don't get it, you're opening yourself up to mental health issues. It's that I want to be accepted. The big argument about social media is it's like the new mental health thing, that the more likes I get, the more popular I am. You know, and the more likes I get, it makes me really happy. And if I lose a subscriber, oh my God, what have I done? If I get a dislike, I got 2 dislikes yesterday. Right? I was like, oh. So to myself, well, life is not about being accepted by everybody, because you will never make anybody happy. It's accepting who you are. And you go through tragedies and you learn through experiences. And I guess as a professional, you know, and maybe because my own background, not just experience-wise, but professional as well. And I'm so grateful for my previous deputy head from Maidenhood, mashallah, Sister Parker. She put me forward to be a Senko because of my empathy, you know. And वो लोग अल्लाह ने उन लोगों को भेजा कि आपको मदद करने के लिए. And Sister Zuhura from Head Start Education Center, mashallah, my biggest supporters ever. Christelas, you know, from Morelands. It's the compassion, it's the empathy. You meet thousands of people in your life, okay? You will never please anyone. You never, and I've learned that. And sometimes in your walk of life, you meet someone who is there for a reason, you know. A couple of my friends from Pakistan, not mentioning anyone particularly, but they have been my pillar of support. One I've known a year and a half. Soon, you know, we buried Mum and we came back, and then a ta'ziyat and everything. Has been my pillar of strength from day dot. My nephew has been there from day dot. Sanja from day dot. You know, my other friend from day dot. Well, actually not day dot, like last 5 months. You have to do things for yourself, and when you seek approval of others, that's where we unfortunately lose our battle. We lose our battle. तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हमारे you know, ग्रुप में वो लोग हों जिनसे आप बात कर सकते हो. कभी कभी हमारे पास वो लोग नहीं होते. मैं तो तमाम तन्हा इंसान हूँ. मैं किसी की कंपनी पसंद नहीं करती, क्योंकि ज़िंदगी ने दिखा दिया कि जो आप अपने समझते हैं ना, वो कभी अपने होते नहीं हैं. गैर बेहतर हैं, you know, वो कभी आपको ये नहीं कहेंगे कि you know, मैंने उसको क्लियर किया, वो किया वगैरह ना. दोस्त, मैं कभी दोस्त वाली नहीं हूँ. मैंने बहुत दोस्त बनाए हैं. Because life is too short to think about what other people think. और अगर आपके पास दोस्त नहीं है, like who you feel that you can't share these things. मैं random बात करती हूँ, ये यूट्यूब्स बनाती हूँ. एक्चुअली मैं बहुत वीडियोस बनाती हूँ खुद के लिए. मैं रोती हूँ, ठंडा होती हूँ, क्योंकि मैंने बताया. फिर मैं 2 दफ़ा 3 दफ़ा वो सुनती हूँ, फिर उससे डिलीट करती हूँ. बिकॉज इट्स अ फॉर्म ऑफ थेरेपी. किसी को कभी भी नहीं कहना चाहिए कि यार तुम चुप रहो भी, you know, अच्छी बात नहीं रोने के लिए. You should never say that. You should never tell a person, you know what, this has happened to me, so I know what you're talking about. Never. Although I find myself saying that quite a bit. But in terms of explaining the situation that you're not alone in this journey, you should never tell a person, particularly a man, you know, just back up, man. Stop being a wuss. Men don't cry. Boys don't cry. Never. In fact, मैं अपने बेटे को कहती हूँ, बेटा को रोना तो रो रहा, क्यों अपने आंसू को आप रोक रहे हो ना. गर्दन में दर्द होता है, दिमाग में प्रेशर होती है. cry jitna bhi, you know, dil se nikalo. And then he cries and he howls and everything, and then he's fine. मैं खुद ऐसी हूँ, मैं रोती 10 मिनट के बाद मैं ठीक हूँ, क्योंकि it's very important. It's a process of it's purging your emotions. You know, you have to let it go. It's very, very important. और अगर आपके पास वो इंसान नहीं है, वो शख्स नहीं है जो आप you feel that you can talk to them, then you know, there's so many avenues, social media, you know, like you can make friends on Facebook or Insta that you don't know, but they become your, like, you know, your social media friends, because they don't know you, they don't see you, they don't phone you, they don't know nothing about your life on terms of what you it's a total stranger. You hold no past them, you have no relationship with them or anything like that. They're a total stranger. It's like going to a therapist, you know, although the therapist don't really tell you what you want to hear, they just listen to you, you know. It's that ability, it's that connectivity, it's that communication that you need with another person that will enable you to purge your feelings, that will enable you just to pick you up. And when we don't allow that to happen as a, you know, whether it's a natural process or it's an organic process, we as people then start imploding. अभी अब किसको क्या बताऊँ, किसका भी परेशान ना करूँ, वही बेहतर है, बस मैं मर जाऊँ वो बेहतर है. You can't, you know, you can't. It's so easy. It's a cry for help. And you know, these people are more possessive and things like that. You have these narcissistic traits. You have a lot of different things from them. I'm going to talk about narcissism in a minute, in Urdu, because it's very important I do in Urdu. So please, you know, just be out there for each other, and just pray for those, our youth, our millennials. You know, हमने तो अपने वक्त निकाल दिए यार. You know, हमारा नौजवान, हमारे बेटे, you know, इस नया दौर से पता नहीं किस ट्रेजेडी से गुजर रहे हैं. वो प्यार ढूंढ रहे हैं तो है ही नहीं. मैंने पहले भी कहा था, फिल्मों वाली है नहीं. बहुत सारे लोग देखें कि प्यार में अपने आप को पागल कर रहे हैं, बहुत. And you know, that might even include me. We have that sense, and when you're vulnerable, and I have been vulnerable, I've been vulnerable all my life, but I've been vulnerable since my dad died, because he was my biggest strength for me and my little sister, like, you know. And I know, you know, we know how we are dealing with this big gap in our lives since my father has gone, because he was a friend, not just a father. And that's a man. That was a man. He never treated like us, you know, that you're my daughters and you could be like this. No, I'm your friend first and foremost. And he used to have such knowledge, such hikmah, mashallah. We don't have a percentage of that. And his words was the phrase, where there's a will, there's a way. Wallahi, I'll tell you, with all the things that have happened to me in my life, all the challenges, and my dad used to say, why you? Why is it every time you? तुम्हें क्यों heart problems होते हैं? मैं कहा, आपको मुझे नहीं पता. And he used to say to me, obviously in Balochi, but in translation, he would say, you know, fight. Stand up and fight. You know, like a bull, look in their eyes and fight. Grab them by the horns. किसकी बेटी हो, हाँ? किसकी बेटी हो तुम? मेरे बेटी हो, मेरे बेटी कमजोर नहीं हो सकती है. And he used to have such conviction. His eyes would be like that. Utho, you know, and I was like, I use that now for people. Where there's a will, there's a way. And if we think about the pain that we suffer in this world, do we really want to repeat that pain for the rest of eternity? But that's what the Quran teaches us, and all religions, you know, in the afterlife, those who believe in an afterlife, obviously I do, because I'm a person of religion, you will rise up every day going through the same trauma of killing yourself. That has helped me when things have gone really bad in my life. I just want to end it. क़यामत के दिन, कब्र के अज़ाब, जहन्नम के अज़ाब, हर बार, you know, makes me think no. So reach out. It doesn't matter if you're a man. It doesn't matter if you're a man. दिल हर किसी के पास है, दिमाग हर किसी के पास है. दिल में दर्द होता है, जज्बातें होती हैं, गलतफहमियाँ होती हैं, उदासी होती है. और ये भी ना, I don't even know why I'm upset. Half times I'm upset, I don't even know why. I'll go for such a high and I'll go for such a low. Yeah, may Allah guide us all. Allah hame tawakkul there, I mean.